Hi everyone, it's me, Sally, aka Sailor Tarot Magic, and we're gonna do tarot today for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I always do water signs last but not least, water signs. And again, I've been putting in a little recap of why I haven't been on here. So you deserve the same. You deserve the same time. You deserve the same love. And it's been coming out differently on every single one. So I kind of just been going with the flow. But what I basically wanted to say is the last time I was on here was for the autumn equinox back in September. And that was 111 days ago. So yesterday was January 11th. So I saw that as a sign, a synchronicity, to come back here for Mercury Retrograde. Um, I fell off in the beginning because I was super busy with in-person events in October, Halloween being going to be the peak season for my business. So I did private events. I did a tarot party, did a Halloween party, and then the flea market was still going strong. And then the other thing is I'm developing a one-on-one spiritual life coach program that I currently have a study group with, and that's going pretty well, but it's very time consuming developing something from scratch. And there's a lot of one-on-one sessions, once a week, and I'm really fleshing that out to make it very customized and individual for each person and client. But it has been going very well. So I questioned why I didn't come back to YouTube because I was still keeping up with my Instagram for the most part. So on my Instagram, the audience is a little bit different and they get a live video once a week and there's not as much legwork. I can just turn on and then go. And I don't care if my hair is frizzy. I don't care how I look. But I feel like on the YouTube channel, I am a lot more self-conscious about my appearance. And I was trying to figure out why. Why is that? So I feel like the audience on here is more anonymous. I don't really know who's listening. I don't really know who's watching unless somebody comments, and that's very rare. Whereas on Instagram, I know who tunes in every week. I have a core group and we've developed like an intimate community. Where here it's very broad. I share it on Facebook and I don't really hear much back from it. So I questioned, I was like, I'm almost at 100 videos and I don't have that many subscribers. Are people even watching? Like, are they getting stuff from it? And I would hear things here and there, but it wasn't until like and this was back in December where I got 4 readings from a client that watches me on YouTube. And I was like, "Oh, so maybe people are watching. Maybe I should jump back on here." And knowing that 2022, a lot of us had a rough start in the very beginning. Like I had put a post on my personal Facebook like this first week of January was a wash. And I was like, now we're about to go into a retrograde and we have a full moon coming up. I was like, oh, my people need me. And it was to the point I was getting pinged by my spirit guides and being like, you need to come back. Come back. Like, the hell with your insecurities. People need you. Like, you got to put that shit aside. And it was almost like, being grabbed by like the ear of, the parent does to the kid. Like, get back in here. You need to do this. And I said this in the fire sign one where my natural state is an introvert. Like, if you only know me from social media and like my videos, you would think, oh, I'm so outgoing and I'm so bubbly and extra. No. Like at my natural state, if I don't have to talk to anybody, if I don't have to leave my house, if I don't need, I'm good. So for me, like the whole pandemic and COVID and people being like, oh, like I can't wait to go outside and do normal things again. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? This is great. Like, I don't gotta interact with people. I don't even like talking to people on the phone. Like, not like friends, but I mean, like, if I got a call to order pizza or food or whatever, I'm like, is there an online thing? Can text or email or whatever? because calling people makes me terrified. So like, I'm opening up more when I do this thing. But like I was saying, and I want to say this again because I think it was funny, is because I had to bring my trash can in and I always look and I'm like, make sure no neighbors are out and then I'll go. Same thing with checking the mail. Make sure nobody's around because I don't want to do the small talk, whatever. Like if it were up to me, I would be talking to about this to everybody. But people would look at me like I got four heads. But it's like, I want to talk about ghosts. I want to talk about spirits. I want to talk about higher power and universal energy and people aren't ready for that. I'm like, you know what, so I'm just going to stay in my house and whatever. So that was the other thing that I wanted to develop this year, was the just chat playlist of, I want to call it, you may think I'm crazy, but I'm going to say it anyway, because there's a lot of categories that come up that I've been with my one-on-one life coach peeps, and they don't know until we have that interaction. So it's almost like a preview, because I've been saying that tarot is the gateway and there's so much more beyond. But this is like the entry point, the entry level to see of like what else is out there, so to speak. So I've been posting on my social medias. Like I was trying to get the times lined up because I'm like, about like synchronicities and everything. So I'm trying to like match it up. So I'm looking what else. Oh, so Sailor Mercury is here to be the talisman for Mercury retrograde, because I'm all about Sailor Moon, and I named my tarot name after Sailor Moon. And so Sailor Mercury, I've been saying what to expect Mercury retrograde on a general level speaking. So expect people to come up from your past. Expect communication delays. If you're expecting certain things, there could be a setback. If you're planning a trip, delays. Expect delays. Expect unexpected setbacks is what I want to say. Okay, so now I can continue the regular spiel. So if you have sun, moon, or rising in a water sign, this reading is for you. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you. And for a personal reading, you can call or text me, but text is preferable, 732-314-0777. Or you can message me on Instagram, and I have all the links in the description of this video. And if you would like to support my channel and my tarot business, I do have my Cashapp, Venmo, and PayPal also in there. I haven't been mentioning it, but I always put it in my descriptions. If you'd like to support my channel, tips are appreciated, but not required. Okay, so now we can get into it. All right, so my oracle deck is Empress Tea Party by Empress Kitty Love. And my tarot deck is Life is Like a Board Game Tarot, and it's modeled after Monopoly. All right, so 8:29 is when the reading starts. Okay, so what is the message for water signs? What do they need to pay attention to this Mercury retrograde season? Give me one oracle card. I'm so excited to be back on here. Feel like it's gone really well. I was super nervous, but now I feel more chill about it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and supporting. I appreciate you. All right. Woo! I feel like this is like the wild oracle card. So you got dance. So dance is your message for this Mercury retrograde season, and I'm getting a lot. So it's about enjoying the fun moments, kind of getting back to like any hobbies or activities that you enjoy, and to make time for that. And it's almost like an element of self-care for you. So, it doesn't have to be dance. It could just be physical activity in general, a sport or a game, or just like you time in general, will be important for this retrograde season. I love that it's super purple too. All right, so we'll take that message with us. Dance, dance. I'm all about dance. I love doing little dance parties by myself. It really helps me get out of a certain funk or mood. And I was actually talking to one of my friends about how, because I used to on my Instagram, I used to put dance videos up, but then again, I got so self conscious and I was like, oh, well, I was skinnier back then. But it's like, you know what? I might build up the confidence to start that up again. Maybe, maybe. Like I said, you would think I like all this attention based on social media, but in reality, I really don't. Okay. What is the message for water signs? Give me 5 cards. What should they pay attention to this Mercury retrograde season? What is the present energy? Okay. So you got the world. So this is telling me that you're going into retrograde season finishing a major accomplishment. So this could be personal or professional. I'm not getting like a feel of one way or the other. So depending on who you are, you know what this is. So I also see it as the end of a major karmic cycle. So this could be a major lesson learned. It doesn't have to represent a physical accomplishment. It could just be like establishing boundaries or something like not tangible, like you know how to protect your energy now, or you know how to keep toxic people at bay. Like that is an accomplishment in itself, and you may not have anything physical to show for it, but it's a huge game changer is what I want to say. And that's kind of what I've been telling my clients, is that a lot of times like accomplishments, like they may not be a physical thing that people can see, but it could still be a really big deal. Okay, so what is the past energy relevant to this situation? Future plans, gardens, 3 of Wands. Okay, so this is telling me you did the whole follow through. So in the past, you said, I want to accomplish this, this, and this. And then you put the work in, you put the time and energy in, and you made it happen and you did it. So kind of remember like how you went through this routine and keep that consistency to level up and do the next thing, because that's whatever that process is tried and true for you. So it's going to work again. And throw a little dance slash fun in there. Okay, so what is the future energy relevant to the situation for water signs? Woo, we got a lot of wands energy up in here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you may have fire signs in your chart, or you may have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius close to you in your life. So forward movement, gardens, 2 of Wands, which is saying you're going to keep up with that momentum. And like I just said, I love it when the cards reinforce what I just said. You're going to keep with that momentum, making shit happen, like moving and shaking and doing the damn thing. And people are going to be like, damn, that water sign person is on fire. Look at them go. And you're going to draw a lot of positive energy and attention because of this. Because you're doing what you want and you're making it happen. Ooh, I like that. That's a good title to use for this video. All right, so why is this all happening? Queen of Pentacles, supporter of generosity and security. So I feel like you really made your home life stable, and that's what's given you like a great foundation to be able to do all of these things in the world. So you have your sanctuary, so to speak. You have your way of getting away from the world and really reflecting and setting intentions and whatever that looks like for you. So your home life and time is sacred to you, which is great. So you really how to unplug and disconnect, shut the phone off. Dinner time is dinner time, and if you do like baths or face masks. Now, when I say face masks, I have to say facial skincare so people don't think about the fucking masks that we wear outside. And you do all that stuff, and you're like, this is the time for me, and to do it once a week or twice a week or whatever you need to recharge. You have that routine down. I don't see you being affected by the Mercury retrograde at all, by the way, which is super awesome. Like, you're just like retrograde what? It's not a thing for me, which is awesome. So what's the best possible outcome? Okay. Did I find the Achilles heel? Okay. So you got the Fool reversed as best possible outcome. And I want to say is while you're really good about showing the creativity and your spiritual side and you're really leveling up, there's something that's eating at you at the bottom that's kind of buried right now, and you may not need to address it at this point, but I see maybe it should be a focus for a future shadow work event. There's something that you're afraid of that you're not really wanting to address at this point. And like I said, it's not stopping you right now, but it may in the future with something else. And I want to say it's tied to an emotional connection. So either if you are in a relationship, this is something that you may not want to address that's bothering you in the relationship, or if you're single, you may be afraid of putting yourself out there and getting hurt. So on one end, you got everything going on in like your professional life and you're like making moves and you feel really good at home, but as far as the vulnerability goes, you've been holding yourself back. So ask yourself, what are you afraid of happening? Like, what do you have to lose? What is the worst thing that can happen? That is what I always question if I'm afraid, because on the other side of fear is freedom. So you can be free from whatever this is that you feel is holding you back. And I just went through my own cycle of that. And as a Cancer moon, like, I get it. So I have to say, overall, because I feel like this last card, the Fool reverse, is more like on the outs of the end of retrograde. So I feel like retrograde isn't going to be a thing for you. It's not going to be challenging. You're still going to accomplish your goals and do what you need to do. So this is a really good outlook for water signs. So I've been closing out just by saying, thank you for watching and you guys are awesome. But also because I've been watching a lot of TV when I was sick, um, if you like if you're from Jersey and you like stuff like Lord of the Flies and or Alive, watch Yellow Jackets. It's like one of those like Lost type shows, and I feel like it's gonna have a cult following. And if you like watching tarot and you like watching me, you'll probably like that show. And I might talk about it on my separate playlist of chat videos. Well, I had a really fun time with this cycle. It feels good to be back. So I will be back next time for the full moon video before the 17th. Have a great retrograde season, everyone. Bye.